All right, people, what's going on? It's gonna be a short video. I just want to touch up on something really quick about this mayoral election. Okay, I got a question about this, and I need anybody that knows um, about Catherine Garcia, right? Eric Adams, right? We find out that once again, and I don't care about how anybody feels about what I'm about to say, but the fact of the matter is, regardless of how Google wants to censor it or how they see it, YouTube or anyone, fact of the matter is, the Dems get caught cheating again. We're going to start off just like that from the jump. Okay? What do I mean by that? We all know. It's his first run, and they're already trying to cheat. It's Eric Adams' run for mayor, right? And they're already cheating. Everyone's treading however they're treading, and the next thing you know, with a snap of the finger, he got 100,000 magical votes, right? Then they want to call them like what, some kind of test votes or something like that, right? Fraud. Period. Somehow they just got, and mind you, it's 100,000 votes for the Democrat. It's always the same way. It's always the same way. Anytime any cheating and extra goes, it always goes to the Democrats. Imagine this happened to Catherine Garcia or any Republican candidate. Imagine that happened for them. It'll be held all over social media, right? It'll be held all over social media, right? And I'm quoting from New York Times, right? It just said, according to Wednesday, non-binding tally, Mr. Adams led Catherine Garcia by 14,755 votes. Right? It says a margin of around 2 percentage points in the final round. Mayor Wiley, who came in second place in the initial vote count, barely trailed Ms. Garcia after the preliminary elimination rounds were completed. Fewer than 350 separated the two. But in reality, all of those candidates remain in contention, and those numbers could be scrambled again as the City Board of Elections tabulates ranked choice outcomes that will include roughly 125,000 Democratic absentee ballots. Everything can always be changed when it comes to Democrats. Nothing is the way it is until the way how they want to get their way goes. So it's in contention. Everything is whatever until we can find a way to squeeze in 125,000 Democrat absentee ballots without being called cheaters. But it's not that many votes, but they got that many absentee ballots without that many voters. You know, I couldn't even imagine if this happened to any Republican. It doesn't even have to be a big time Republican. It could be any Republican. It just has to be a Republican. Right now. It's Democrat, right? So, oh, don't worry, it was a mistake. We had some test votes or whatever, and we just forgot to take them out. What you did was you were hoping that it wasn't noticed. But now that we got real people looking into this stuff, that the Democrats keep trying to sue because they're looking into it, we're finding stuff like this. Suppose it wasn't brought up that 125,000 Democratic absentee ballots were floating around, or 125,000 or more votes were on Democrat side, nobody would have said anything. It would have just been there, and it would have went according to however they wanted it to go. And this would never have come up if it wasn't brought up. So my question is, did Catherine Garcia get that too? Does she get 125, Republican extra votes somewhere? If anybody knows about this more than whatever I just basically presented to you guys, if anybody knows if any other Republicans had 100 plus 20, 100 plus thousand, 125 plus thousand test votes, for them, or was it only Eric Adams? Was it only Eric Adams, the one that they're pushing in front of everyone? If it's only Eric Adams, please let me know down below in the comments if you know about those 120 plus thousand votes also being given to the Republicans too. That's all I want to know. Or was it just only the Democrats? Okay? That's what I want to know, because I don't see no response on that right now. All I see is Democrats and cheating. 100,000 votes and that's basically what it says. The Board of Elections somehow found over 100,000 votes, over 100,000 votes in the Democratic Party. And they're talking about the ranked choice, that they're using the ranked choice for the first time. Ranked choice voting, right. And they're going to skate. This is not going to negatively impact them. I mean, of course, as far as us voters go, because we know we can't trust anything that the Democrats do or say. And they know for a fact that they're not going to get those 100,000 plus whatever, votes legally. Like, we're not, how many people are going to vote Democrat? I mean, even this dude, we don't even, like, who is this? Eric Adams, right? He's a police officer, someone who spent most of their lives taking orders, right? You're a police officer, you spend most of your time as a police officer taking orders, right? So, I mean, if you see that in a mayor, I don't know where that is how you see that something you want in any kind of leader of any field, someone who just spends all their time taking orders, following orders, But, he's a mayoral candidate. And mind you, out of everyone, they're just pushing this one person. Trust me, there's a reason. When it comes to Democrats, there's always an underlying condition. When it comes to Democrats, there's always an underlying condition. When they keep push, you better watch out. And that goes for Democrat voters, Republican, anybody. When they push like this, all of a sudden people who don't even know him or don't even know who he is, all surrounding him. These people have no idea who he is. They're just these activists put in front of this camera, right? And all of a sudden, all these people are by his side, like people that we've never even seen in previous elections. Like we get like people who really vote and watch this stuff. We are used to seeing certain people, around candidates. And like, I don't know who all these new people are. I don't know who these new people are. They got a whole new force behind him that I've never seen in any other election in the last like 15 years. So yeah, drop it down in the comment section if you know anything about Catherine Garcia and the other. I think it was I don't know if it was like only two Republicans running, if I'm correct. Um, I didn't really pay too much attention to this race until I heard about the cheating, and then I was like, oh my god, I just I didn't think they would even do something like that so soon. You know, we just went through that with the previous vice president, right? So, and they can't say, oh, the voting machines there, they're the perfect machines and can't question it, right? But the first election, and look, we got this, right? So I don't know. I mean, you guys can see how you want to, but I mean, it's right in your face. It's all over the media. The media can't even avoid this. They can't even avoid this because it's all over the place. Oh man, this is painful. This is really painful to look at. Um, I would say if you guys, okay, hold on. I think I just saw something else. Uh, okay, I'm not even going to. I'm not even going to. I'm not even going to read that. It's some Twitter head dude that has no idea what they're talking about. Twitter gives these weirdos a check, and they just say the weirdest stuff that you've never heard before. Okay, regardless of what Adam says himself, you will find these Twitter heads that puts their own thing out there and wants you to listen to them because they somehow are more important than the candidate themselves. That's what kills me about these Twitter heads. Like I legit be wanting to fight them fist to fist. They say some of the things that you just be like, oh my god, I want to fight this person so bad. Um, okay, but he did say, he sees it as fraud. If he says it himself, right? So they're saying that the ballot images used for testing were not cleared from the election management system, right? But mind you, whatever mistakes that they somehow claim to make, it never positively impacts Republicans. If you notice that, it never positively impacts Republicans ever. This will positively impact Democrats until it gets found out, and then they'll find a way to slither out of it into safety. So who's gonna pay for this supposed mistake in the system? Why did it? Well, they're saying that they were trying to test these ballot images, right? But they were counted. So still, regardless of what you claim you tried to do, they were still counted as legit. So what they're basically saying is they can use test images to create real ballots, or that's what I don't know, or that's what they are. That's what they are, actual ballots that they create, right? And they're counted as real ballots. They were legit counted as votes, ballots, whatever you want to call it, applied to his numbers. So that, like I said, they're basically saying that if they want to create 200, 300, 400,000 ballot images for their Democrat candidate, if it doesn't get found out, they will have 2, 3, 400,000 more votes. Smells like 2020 to me, right? 135 additional records. When the cast vote records were extracted for the first poll of the RCV, right? Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't even. It included both test and election night results. Oh yeah, there it is, right there. It included both test and election night results, producing approximately 135 additional records. So they could not tell the difference. It says right here, when the cast vote records were extracted for the first poll of RCV results, it included both test and election night results, which produced approximately 135 plus additional records. You know, you can't make this up. I don't know, man. But we got some other elections coming up. I hope you guys got your head on straight this time around, because if you guys are in support of the same bull crap we went through the last year or so under this fraudulent administration, if you guys are okay with that, then expect 10 times worse the next time around. Trust and believe that. This is what we're doing, what we're going through right now under this administration is nothing compared to a second round of this crap. Y'all okay turning America into a communist country? Because hey, oh my God, I'm talking about that. I want to touch up on something. Let me see something. Hold on. Let's see. Here we go. There she goes. Gwen Berry, right? I was going to do a complete different video on this because I did have something set up, but I will do it. But I just want to touch up on this because when it comes to communist countries and things like that, and people turning their backs on flags, burning the American flag and all that, I really don't understand how someone can sit on stage talking about burning an American flag without being, I don't even want to say it, but walking out of there alive is beyond me. But it gives you, it tells you where America is right now. When you can say that you want to burn the American flag and you get to just walk around and live your life like you never said anything at all. And you got Gwen Berry, which she loves the American Olympics, right? She loves the American medals, so silver, gold, bronze, whatever medals, right? She loves the American attention. She loves the American opportunities that she has. But the American anthem is so offensive to her that she has to turn her back and cover her ugly head with her sweaty shirt, right? Talking about activist, what is it? Activist, Olympic activist or something like that. Black activist athlete. And all that did was take away from the ones that actually won because she didn't even come in first. So she just sent the signal out there since she knows that's a no win for her. So she's going to go and virtual signal and say, hey, look, this isn't working out for me. I just got my ass kicked by these two chicks. So I think I'm going to go and probably just huddle under Black Lives Matters armpits. And because, look, Gwen, man, listen, if the anthem is so offensive to you, if America is so not for you, why don't you just leave? There are many of us that will probably set up a GoFundMe to send your ass the hell out of here. And see just how accepting it is for your ass in, let's say, a place like China. Go to China and turn your back on their anthems or talk about anybody burning their flag. You will be executed on the spot. Try that in Russia, places like that. Go to Colombia, Venezuela, and burn their flag. You don't see nobody talking about this in another country. All right? You don't see people all over China turn their backs on their anthems or burning their flags all over the place and standing up in their auditoriums and in their events, literally in their events, and disrespecting their flag, their country, their anthems, or whatever it is. You don't see that. But you see it here. And with people that look like this, it's embarrassing. How the hell did you get to where you are right now if America is so bad? America is so bad, but you are where you are right now, right? And America is so bad, so unfair, and does not represent you to the point where you are, and there's millions of people who want to get to where you are right now. And they're not black. If anybody knows the ratio from black to white ratio of the Olympics, right? Drop it down below and we'll see right now, currently, who are most likely to even care enough to want to go into the Olympics like that. And every I can't even remember if it was track and fields and things like that. You'll see people on there that it could probably sometimes be, let's say if it's like 5, and most of them will probably be like 4 white and 1 black, or 3 white, 2 black, something like that. In some cases, in most cases, but somehow, regardless of whatever odds you claim there is about any kind of racial, I don't know what you could have possibly went through in your life, because we've never heard you go through anything. You just start throwing up black activists. Where are you an activist? It's like you're only an activist when you're on camera. That's what most of these people are. They're activists when they're on camera. They get on camera, they become activists. Outside of that, they're enjoying everything that the country that they hate so much is giving them. They love the money, they love the fame, they love everything. They love the house that they got. They love capitalism until they get on camera. All of a sudden, we can't get anything. We can't do anything. We can't own anything. the world is against us. We're black, and we have to just accept that, and accept that we'll never be able to be anything in this world. So don't even try. Yeah. Anyway, I've ranted enough, but I just want somebody to tell me if they know anything about the Catherine Garcia and um, the other Republican um, running for mayor. If they also had over 125, 135,000 votes on them also. So if somebody sees that, put it down in the comment section. So that way, if you want to talk about that, we can. But for right now, I see another discrepancy, another fraud benefiting the Democratic Party. Because right now, the same party is trying to get rid of all of these statues and stuff like that. But what they're really doing is voting. Basically, what they're doing is voting to hide their history. Because I got to give a shout out to Kevin McCarthy for pulling that card, because it's something that nobody is talking about the way they should be. Recently, President Trump mentioned that too in one of his talks. The Democrats refuse to talk about their history. They label everyone else what they are. They label everything racist, bigots, and everything is racist, racist, racist. When they are the party of racists, the party of slavery, the party of segregation. They voted against women's rights to vote. They voted against blacks to vote. They voted against freeing of slaves. They voted against everything. 13th Amendment, 14th Amendment. They literally voted against everything that makes us a free America. If it was up to them and not for people like me and many others that give a crap about their country and their future and their kids' future, there would not have been any civil war. And who knows? Even up to today, slavery would have possibly still been normal, something that everybody, yeah, this is what we do. This is America, right? That's what they call it, right? America is a slave country, right? I'm pretty sure it would have been if the Democrats remained in that level of power that they had back in that time. And then you could have said yes, if not for Republican intervention, because there's Republicans fighting for freedoms, fighting for desegregation, fighting for the rights to vote, free speech, fighting for women's right to vote, right? Freedom from slavery, all people from slavery, right? So all they're trying to do is hide their history of the statue that they have that represents their history of segregation, racism, right? And suppression of all people, or well, mostly black people, Indian, Hispanic, right? And we did have a couple of those want to be, like, you want to call them king black people that felt like if they wanted to hold on to their power, they have to join, right? They have to join that regime, right? They have to join that clique and enslave their own people in order to stay in power, or they would be enslaved. And Democrats, the Democrat Party, the party of the KKK, that's the party of the KKK. If not for the Democratic Party, there would never have been a KKK. Right? I'm pretty sure a lot of us know this. Okay? So, back on this mayoral race, anybody knows if any Republicans are reported to have also had 100,000 plus votes for them, or accidental votes for them, or if they even had 100,000, somehow they didn't get that many. When all Republicans vote, we don't just say, "Oh, we're not going to vote for this one." We always vote in waves, right? So, let me know if you've seen anything as far as the Republicans and 100,000 plus votes. I'll get back with you guys another time. And once I get this thing set up, this is a tryout, right? This is a tryout. I've never used any of this kind of stuff before, just StreamYards and all that, and video software and all that. But I'll start doing it. I'm starting to get my stuff set up. I got a little mic here. This is a tryout mic. After this video, I'll see how it sounds. And I got some other software going on. I got some other things that I didn't set up yet. So once I get these things down, and plus the video editing software, which I'm probably not going to need that much, because I'm not really into like editing things and stuff like that. If I make a mistake, then I'll correct it on the spot, or whatever the case may be. And I'll just do it like that in most cases. If I need to cut something, then because I know sometimes people get sounds that pop up behind and everything, and like, okay, they don't want it in their video, so they kind of go and do some magic work. But I try and prevent that by setting up an environment where I most likely won't have to deal with that. I won't have to deal with someone coming to my house or calling me on my cell phone. I make sure I put that on do not disturb. Things popping up on the screen randomly because I don't have anything blocked, and so I make sure I set all that up before, so I don't have to deal with all crap, too many things going on. I gotta find a way to fix it. That's about it. So let me know, guys. This is my first video using this, and let me know what you think. Also, if you all radicals, anybody, conservative, whatever you are, share your thoughts. I don't block people. I can get just as radical or as crazy as anybody else. I am with that smoke. So if you guys feel like you want to go there, we can do what we got to do. If not, then great. We can have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But I'm with whatever smoke you with. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back another time. All right.